Hello everyone, and welcome to another Kev Play. This is Kevin, and we are on part 11 of Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled. And I've talked about in the past, I said that I would want to do a multiplayer episode of offline multiplayer. I have a special guest with us who will be doing two-player. I'd like to introduce my sister, Andrea.
Hey everyone.
Alright, so I figure, are you good with this character, or
yeah,
you're good with that? Okay. Figure I'll be classic retro Crash.
and I am Baby Crash.
A lot of people don't really care for the baby characters in the community because they just
I don't care for them.
Yeah, because they just think it's like, well, first of all, they wanted other voices, like a different voice actor to do it or something, but they just took like the pre-existing like audio and just made it like more high pitched, like helium, and people just thought that was lazy.
Well,
but
sometimes you gotta be lazy.
I was gonna ask you a question before we start off, just non-crash related or anything. So imagine you're sledding down a snowy hill, and you're sledding, and you're by yourself, and you look at the top of the hill, and you see chasing after you is a bear. What is your next move? And it's coming for you.
I'm on the sled going down the hill.
You're going down the hill already. It's a snowy environment.
I don't even know what my option would be. If the sled's moving, I'm not getting off of it.
You wouldn't want to see, if it was me, I would kind of like stop the sled, and I would take the sled and kind of use it as like a kind of like get it to shoo the bear away, like use it as a barrier between me and the bear.
Where are you getting this high quality sled that you think is gonna battle a bear?
Well, I mean, luck is a factor at some point, so like you have to hope that you're not using one of those crappy plastic sleds that are just gonna break if you try to bail with it.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna ride the sled all the way down.
You're going all the way down? Or like, maybe like, try to get the bear to get on the sled, and then you push him down.
I don't know about that one.
Yeah, you probably are the smart. You probably did pick the smartest one. But the thing is, this bear is like used to the terrain. He's running.
Do you know him personally?
I'm just going by nature videos that I've seen, that they have like stamina, and they'll probably just run down the whole mountain, unless you take a detour. That's like makes it more difficult for him or her. I don't know.
What ski resort am I at that's putting me in this situation? 'Cause I won't be going there.
Well, you couldn't get into the ski resort, so you found kind of like an underground, like where all the skiers usually go, but like apparently nobody showed up today
because it was a bear on the mountain.
And you just didn't get the memo, I guess.
Alright.
Alright, so for this we're gonna try to we're doing cups. This is the Wumpa Cup. We're gonna at least try to place, which I don't think is gonna be a problem, but we'll see what happens. Because here's the thing, Andrew, you've played this game
A few times.
This game you played a few times, the Crash Nitro-Fueled, but Crash Team Racing for PS1, would you say you're pretty much a seasoned player?
I'd say I taught you everything you know.
Yeah, okay. So with this game, it's a little bit more. There is some quirks this version that can be a little bit more. I guess more of a learning curve, I guess. Like the boosting and
yeah,
the boosting,
I feel like you picked up the boost quick.
The boosting is generally the same, but luckily we're not playing any levels that have the blue fire thing from the turbo pads, which I feel like that's something you still need to get used to.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that.
I don't know. Oh, we have a newcomer. Feed me soft And oh, is that one? Oh, hi. How are you? I guess that's one big name there.
Username?
One big username. So, what's your earliest memory of CTR?
Um, Earliest memory.
Because I have one I can tell you right now.
You tell me yours and maybe it'll jog my memory.
Okay, so it was Christmas morning, and CTR was one of my games. I remember after we opened our presents, and this is 1999, so I'm like 9 years old, you're like 8 years old.
Yeah.
Um, I go into my room with all the presents I had that Santa got me, and I kind of lay them all out on the floor just to kind of admire them. And hey, Bang Bang, how are you? Uh, and then I had the CTR PS1 case on the floor, and I remember you just barge into the room, and you step on it by accident, and you crack it.
I was gonna say, I vaguely remember the PS1 case being cracked.
I still have the case. I don't think I have the top of the case anymore, but luckily this happened back when I didn't really care about that type of stuff. But I feel like as a collector these days, maybe maybe I would have been a little bit more upset. But I didn't really care because it was Christmas, and like I wasn't going to be, as long as the disc was fine. I guess it was.
You might be giving yourself more credit. You probably yelled at me.
Maybe. Maybe I blocked that out, I'm not sure. So how about you? Well, like, even if it's just like playing when we were a kid or something, or anything jump out?
I just remember my favorite levels always being like Polar Pass and Kabu's Pyramid.
Which always surprised me because those levels are kind of, they're very fun in terms of how they look and everything, and exactly, and like the way it's like designed and everything. But for like newcomers, that's like a tougher level for people. So I always felt that was always surprising that you took to that one right away. Almost. It's almost like you didn't even realize it was hard at first, because it is supposed to be kind of like one of the later levels in the game when you play.
I think like Polar Pass, I never really had big trouble on like the one jump over the wall.
Right.
Which I know a lot of people have trouble with that kind of shortcut. So I wasn't really concerned about that, and I think on Papu's Pyramid, even though going around the square hallway
Right.
was difficult at times.
Yeah, those 90-degree turns.
I don't think it ever really slowed me down or hindered me too much, so I enjoyed those moments.
And I feel like, because we actually went to like a Best Buy like a couple towns over when this game wasn't even released yet. It was like they had like demos or whatever that I just tracked down that they had or whatever. And one of like the levels that they were demoing was Polar Pass. And I don't know if you played it first or I played it first, but I remember the seals in that wall were much more tougher for me. I don't know if it's like because the seals are going at a faster pace, or maybe like the geometry is different now, like or something. But I remember I had trouble with it, but then like the store clerk was watching as you played, and you still just jumped right over the wall. Like.
I think it was hard for you because you're older now, so you're more aware of the danger that the seals are putting you in real life.
Yeah, right. That's true. Yeah, because you don't. Hey, Pelpa Entertainment, how's it going? Are you gonna play against viewers? Maybe. We could probably set that up one day. I would have to, yeah, like we would have to see how that works though, because we'd have to get in a party and all that. But for now, my sister is with me, Andrea, for any latecomers, and we're playing some cups. Right now, I think we're first and second.
Yes.
Right. So. Would you say this is your favorite kart racer?
I think so. I wasn't really introduced to Mario Kart.
You've played it before the
I
friend's
have.
house, right?
I've played it in college. That was when I really first saw it, and I do like it, but I think I was so used to the CTR tracks and just the movement itself that
Right.
I'd prefer this over that.
The playstyle is different too, I think. Like the whole boost, drifting and boosting is, I think, completely different. From
Yeah.
Mario Karts. I always feel like whenever people are like at a party and say like, hey, let's play Mario Kart, let's play like drunk Mario Kart or something, and I'm just like, or it's always Mario Kart, and I'm just always like in the corner just like, I wish we could play CTR.
Yeah, I feel like CTR is the like lesser known boy band of the two.
It's like the LFO of compared to like Backstreet Boys or something, or an Instant.
Exactly.
Is LFO, were they good? I don't even remember.
I don't even know what one of their songs would be.
Right.
I always hate playing you on this level because you get so far ahead.
It's usually that huge shortcut, but I think you're better at that fence shortcut usually, no? Or
I am. And I have the proper equipment.
right. Are you excited for the new Tony Hawk game?
I think so. I didn't think I would be, but when you reminded me of like the graffiti game,
Graffiti game is fun.
I remember liking that more so. That should be fun. I'm sure the graphics will be even better now.
Should be out. I pre-ordered it. Uh-oh. Who's in front of you?
Wait, oh, down
Ooh, that's your last hope.
another.
Liz.
Look at her riding on me too.
She's taunting. You're still in the running.
I'll make it.
We try to get Dunkaroos, which is something I haven't had in years, probably since we were a kid. We thought it would be an appropriate snack to eat while we were playing this because it's a
Throwback.
It's a well, yeah, and it fits the theme of it's a throwback just like this game, and it fits that Australian theme, I guess.
It also, they only had the vanilla though, and I remember chocolate being my favorite flavor.
Yeah, I'd rather have chocolate anyway.
I don't know if they came out with that officially yet.
Did you try the Spiral 3? I did not try the Spiral 3 cheat, but I told my sister about it, which is where there's the Crash Bash demo on Spiral 3, and then you on the demo you do like your own, you do another code and you get all like the levels. I did fact check you, Pelpa Entertainment. It is definitely, you were definitely right. And I can't wait to get started on it.
But you can check people.
I had to do that as soon as I heard. Because that's such a bizarre cheat to me, I think. If people knew about that back then, like, imagine the sales that would have dropped for Crash Bash.
I love the graphics in this remastered level. It like, I can't recall like what it reminds me of. I feel like it's like a Polly Pocket or
right.
something.
Yeah, it's like if you open the lid off a Polly Pocket.
Yeah. And like the hearts on the road, I feel like they're like raised a little bit.
The flower petals. And...
yeah.
Would you say this is your favorite of the 4 levels we played in terms of how it was remastered?
Yeah, probably. Also because it looks like fall and I love it.
Right.
I always said even in the first CTR that like I wish there was like the option to just like drive around the map, but like on what is it, Crash Cove?
Right.
Like I want to just drive around and like get out of my car and walk on like the different parts of the map, almost like as if you could explore these if you were walking around in the regular games.
Right. That'd be interesting. Like if you can like actually be like the, yeah, like like a platformer, like just walking around level, but like yeah, get out of your car and like kind of explore the.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Wow, you okay? Made up for your third place. Okay. Oh, I'm not surprised. Yeah. These are the OG. Because I know when we play like the Crash Nitro car levels, it's a different story because you're just not used to like the shortcuts or anything in it.
Yeah.
I don't blame you. Alright, so that was the Wumpa Cup. So that the Wumpa Cup took us probably like 15 minutes. So maybe we can fit in all the other 3 cups from the original if we like skip some. We'll see. We'll see how long it goes. Even if we go over a little bit, like just like 10 minutes or so, like we'll see what happens.
Quick nap.
Future you always wins. If that makes sense. That's me being Crash in the future.
I understood.
Okay. Okay, so we'll do, what's the next cup? Let's see. We'll go to Nitro. Stick with my... That's right, I heard it's official that there's no more CTR updates. Not that I needed any, because I was kind of done. I was kind of burnt out with them. And the next Crash game, Crash 4, is coming out in a month. I showed you the trailer. What do you think? Does it look worth our time?
Yeah, I think it looks good. I know that one video, I guess it was a creator, was saying that they mimicked it off of like or they gave like an homage to like the games of its time almost.
Right.
And I can kind of see that where like some of the levels remind me of like Frogger. And even stuff from today, like one of the scenes, I don't know, I doubt you saw the movie Moana.
No.
But there's like a big fire creature in it, and there was that scene when that thing is like crawling after him.
Right.
That, I'll show you that video, it kind of looks a lot like that.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what that's all about, because they're definitely going into the lore of like these different masks now. And I think that, because when that happens, like one of the masks like kind of like screams as if there's, well, I mean, rightfully so. I mean, the thing is pretty frightening as it chases you. But
I hate all the levels where you're being chased. I always made you do those ones.
and I think there's one where you're going to be chased by a T-Rex. Isn't that usually like a common nightmare for you? Like a real nightmare where you're always being chased by a T-Rex?
That was a reoccurring nightmare. No matter where I was, I could be at a block party full of people, and I'd be the only one smart enough to run inside and hide. And I remember in one of my dreams, I went inside of couch cushions, like I unzipped them, and I actually climbed inside, and the T-Rex just like bypassed everyone that was outside. He opened the roof, unzipped the couch cushion to get to me.
Wait. You went in a couch, not the couch pillow, the couch cushion,
No.
the zipper.
I unzipped it. I was hiding. I had to hide good.
But why so specific?
I don't know. I'll have to look up the meaning of the dream.
Right.
But I would have this T-Rex dream like once a week for years.
And meanwhile, I'm having dreams of like abstract like demon ghouls that are like coming in and out of the walls or something. Like
I don't know if that was a dream.
Oh well, unless it was just like one of the greatest pranks you ever played on.
I feel like you need to start like a lap behind me.
You think so?
On some field.
There hasn't been any blue fire yet. I am better, like, I am, like, after playing this, like, I literally clocked at, like, almost, like, 150 hours of this since last year. Just trying to get through the Grand Prix and unlock all, like, the, you know, decals and stickers and all the junk. So, like, after all that gameplay, I'm definitely more in tune with how this game is and CTR in general. And you're kind of, like, you come in and out of it. Like, you're not playing this 24/7.
No.
I'm not playing it 24/7 either, but it's close. Like, I
will say, too, my R1 button is sticky.
Is it sticky? I tried to give you the one... Okay, so the one I'm using right now, my L1 gets stuck. I just know from the sticker. Well, we don't have to explain to the audience, but the sticker looks different on this controller compared to the other. I went to the... I took a brief vacation, as I know Pelpa Entertainment knows. I've been gone like a little bit over a week. I went out east to the Hamptons, and we were playing 4-player drunk CTR, where you have to chug a beer before you finish the race. And 2 of my friends were playing sober, and 1 was playing up against me, and I still came in first. Just wanna put that on the record for all those who are listening, for any friends who may come across this video at some point.
And as a disclaimer, don't drink and drive.
Right. That's the thing. You can't drink and drive when you play it either. You have to actually put down the controller, drink, and then you drive it.
Drink, then drive.
Yeah, drink, then drive. Take a sip, step on the gas.
See, sometimes though, if you were to like...
But not really.
Start later than them, or drink first, and then like you're behind a lap, it's almost better because you're going to be getting all the orbs and masks.
Right, that's true.
Everything.
There's a little bit of a rubber banding where the game will try to help you out after you fall behind. Like right now, it'll probably get you something. I also made a promise to my friends as we were playing. I said that if you can beat me in the cup that we were playing, I would buy them dinner. And I was completely, like, prepared to do that because I wasn't expecting myself to win if I'm, like, putting the controller down and, like, drinking beer and stuff like that, but, like, apparently I still won. Maybe I should stop gloating.
I was in the zone.
Yeah. Oh, you came back. You came back. You're making a comeback.
Oh, I'm here. I'm rolling.
Oh, I still make the shortcut, but okay. You slowed me down a bit. Okay, I should have used my beaker.
I feel like this shortcut might actually be a little bit easier than the original.
I think so too.
Just because I know I had so much trouble on the original one trying to make that shortcut in.
Because I feel like sometimes, like, in order to anticipate that shortcut, you have to kind of, like, do a little bit of a boost before you go.
Yeah.
But sometimes I feel like I just float right over it, even if, like, I just, you know...
Ah.
See, even that, like, I barely had that much lift.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Just so you know, watching, I modeled my car after my actual car.
Right, you have a Jeep. White Jeep. And why did you choose the Polar sticker?
Polar sticker is to pay respects to our dog Mickey.
Wheaton Terrier, one of the best dogs.
So I always said it looked like him. I don't see him on your car, but we won't talk about that.
This is a throwback cart where I'm playing on the PS1 retro cart, and then you can't even put a sticker back then. So, okay, so how are we doing? We're still in this cup, though, right? Yeah. Was it Tiny Arena next? Oh, college is coming up. That's right. School. Even with COVID, they're sending you back, or is there any like delay there? Because I know a lot of schools have been, you know, it's like, oh, it's up in the air for every school district in every area.
I feel like a lot of them are doing half virtual learning, half in person.
Right.
I guess it depends where you are exactly.
I couldn't imagine being a teacher and teaching like through Zoom, a Zoom type like classroom. I feel like it would be counterintuitive and not like I feel like I don't know. I can't imagine like how I would get the classroom's attention. I guess parent supervision is there too, and that's even more stressful because now you got parents watching you.
Yeah, I don't think they want parents watching. I know just for like work, we'll have some Zoom meetings, and just to get like 8 adults together and like working their video is one thing. So I don't know how you're gonna do it with 30 kids,
Right.
Especially for like the kindergarten class and stuff like that. Obviously the parents help, but
It's a sticky wicket. My friend's a teacher, so and you have friends who are teachers, right?
yeah.
So we'll have to see what happens with that.
You know, my school I graduated from, Oneonta, they already have like 236 confirmed cases of COVID, and they've only been open, I think, like a week or so.
Right.
They actually, I saw a headline and it said that Cuomo sent the SWAT team to Oneonta
Really?
to handle it. I don't know what the SWAT team was going to do exactly, but they were there.
It seems excessive.
Just a tad. Step it up on this one.
You do seem to be you got your blue fire going a little bit.
Only there, though.
Right. I think it's only on the last turtle pad of this level because you get that. Should I help you?
Sure.
Are we in the last lap though?
No, help.
Help.
Wrong way.
Okay, let's see.
I'm hitting every wall.
Let's see if I can get her into second.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll get into first because we were just going to zoom right past me. Uh-oh.
I'm stuck. I also always hated this level because of spiders.
The spiders and T-Rexes. Well, I guess T-Rexes are what get you in the dream world, and spiders are what get you in the real world.
Whee!
Oh god. Yeah, I had to ditch you, I'm sorry. You'll still get 1 point.
Great.
Well, Pup Entertainment, these are all uploaded to Kev Plays on YouTube, so if you can't make it to everyone, that's okay. As much as I would love you to be in the chat, though. But they will always be uploaded for anyone who misses out. Okay, I think we have one more race for this cup. I think we're at a good pace. I mean, okay, so I think this next race will take like 2.5 minutes, maybe. So maybe we won't get to every cup. Maybe we won't get the last cup. I'm not sure. We'll see.
We'll see. Maybe we'll throw in a
We'll maybe throw in like a single race or something.
special race.
Yeah. Like one where we like wait a lap or something, or
Yeah.
maybe something clever like that. I don't know.
Let's get wild.
Think outside the box. The loading times in CTR Nitro-Fueled are actually longer than PS1's. But I guess they're loading more...
It's understandable.
Yeah, they're loading more better graphics and fidelity and whatnot.
This level is not a favorite of mine.
I like it. I like this version better though. When you or no, I at least like that it's more lively.
No, I mean the version is better. Just the level itself.
Right.
Just
So much turning and a lot of relying on like the bumps and everything. Oh, hey, Crash Cortex Spyro. Welcome to the stream. I think this is the most the best turnout I've ever had. when it comes to a live stream. That I did not advertise. That is. Sometimes I'll have like friends that I actually know come on.
Because I'm here.
Well, it's 2-player. I mean, what's not to like?
It's always more exciting.
I think there's like 65 episodes of me playing single-player games. Yeah, by myself and talking to myself, which is very strange because before I started this channel, I never practiced. I mean, I talk to myself, but I don't do it for like an hour straight, trying to entertain, I guess. But now I'm kind of used to it, and it's weird.
See, you zoomed ahead, and now I'm in the thick of it with everyone.
You're in the wave.
And you're just like...
The waves are crashing down on you, and I'm kind of just like, at the shore. See, okay, so we're... Okay, I'm gonna help you out. Do you need help? Second lap. How about...
I mean, I always accept help. I wouldn't say I need it.
Right.
But I'm open to it.
Because... So what me and Andrea do is we like to play like a meta game where we always have to place first and second. Usually it's like right now it's just a place in the cup like first, second, third. But usually we do first and second in the original game, and we'll do this thing where we'll try to help each other if one falls behind. And and keep in mind in the original we would play on like super hard mode, which is something we can't really do on this version because the difficulty spikes are so much more difficult than the original ones. Like right now we're playing on medium, and this is almost like what like hard mode would be on the PS1 version. So if I put it on hard, it would have been like really hard, and then
yeah, in the original one, if we played on anything less than hard, it was just us racing and everyone like a lap behind. So
right, it was never fun. So it was always like mandatory to play on super hard. And then we would like wait a lap, and then kind of catch up and play like these fun little games where we're just trying to like stay ahead of the pack, I guess, in the cups. Okay, so I'm in the last. You're in third. I think you'll still be good. We'll still make it first and second.
I feel like the mud in this, the graphics make it seem like it's like chocolate sauce. Very appetizing.
Like hot fudge.
Yeah. They should make that like a Candyland.
They did.
Type of...
They made like a gingerbread house level.
Oh yeah, I actually think we played that one.
We did it once. I don't think they had any like chocolate to drive in though. They had like little like gummy things that were jumping around though. Yeah, I put a beaker where where the computer usually goes. At least in the PS1 version, they would usually go. I put beakers in. So. Oh, you're in second. You're good. Oh, I got him with a beaker. Can't say it didn't help.
That worked.
I feel like we still need to play this game more though to really see what our sweet spot is with like the difficulty.
Yeah.
Because right now we're doing pretty. Alright, so that's that. Pulp Entertainment. In CTR1, I have to switch from hard to super hard. It was that you're right. Uh, it, and it's annoying too because for super hard you have to actually put the cheat in every time, and I always forget what it is. I have to Google it, and then that was pretty much the way to play, the only way at that point because we played the game ad nauseum, and we're too good. We're too good.
This is a random memory and it's not Crash related, but I remember when you got the Rugrats PS1 game.
Right.
And I remember, I don't know if our uncle bought it for you, but we had it at his house and you were playing it and you like beat the game in the like time that we were there, and he was so upset because he thought like
Because he
it
probably
was like
spent
a one
like
and done type of thing.
because I
and,
think
like,
games back then were like $80.
yeah,
for
so you were
PS1
like,
games.
oh, I beat it, and he's like, that's it?
That's
There's
it.
nothing else? It's done?
But there was a mini golf feature too, which I think we just were playing for the rest of the day, just to like make sure that he was at ease. Because I actually had some replayability just to play the mini golf.
That was scary too, though, because they had that one, I guess, level where it was like you're inside a pyramid and those like creepy dolls were chasing
like
you.
Mr. something, like one of Stu's creations from that one episode. What is it? It's like Mr. something. But yeah, those dolls are like in the pyramid. It's so weird that it's like a mini golf game, but like you can go into the pyramid and go
See,
really
like
deep
that's what
into
I was
it.
saying with this. Like
Right.
that was like you were doing something in the level, but you got to like walk in the level and do other stuff.
Right. I think the closest game that came to that was one of like the later Crash kart racer games, not Crash Nitro Kart, but there was a game called Crash Tag Team Racing for PS2, and they did it where the hub world was you were running around like you usually would in like the original trilogy, and then you would go into the level, and then it would be the kart level.
Yeah.
So like that's the closest like of them utilizing both, I guess.
See, just looking at this with that, I guess like whale or dinosaur bone that they just had.
Right.
It looked like it would be like a cool shortcut if you could like jump into its mouth and then ride down it.
Right. Or even if you can get out of this tube in a way and kind of like have like your own little like submarine cart and take a shortcut like real quick or something.
They should have it where like when the last person starts their third lap, the tube cracks and you have like a wave of water coming behind you.
That would have been cool.
See, like this, like you should be able to like drive on the top of the bone.
Like as the like the more you progress, like there's more water just flowing into the level.
This is the one also where like the whale goes by at some points, right?
Right.
So that one.
I think they take it out though when you're playing in 2-player, just so that there's not so much, which I wish they didn't. I think it's only like when you're playing single player they put it in. But I like that way.
Yeah.
Was Crash Tag Team Racing good though? Like, would you put it up there with would you put it closer to Crash Team Racing or more closer to Crash Nitro Kart in terms of quality? Alright, first and second. Are you playing any games currently right now? Even if it's a... Because weren't you saying you were playing some mobile game?
Just the like on the iPhone they have games you play through text message, so I'm addicted to the mini golf game on there.
Is that like finger swiping and then you're like putting?
Yeah, it's like a pull back aim type of
Right.
pull and release. anything to procrastinate from actual work during the day.
Right. See, I wish I could do that, but like the Wi-Fi at my work is not good. So I bring my charger, so the battery life's not a problem, but did you like Nitro Kart?
No. I did not like it, but I was so used to CTR.
It's like we're playing like the creme de la creme of kart racers. Like, you know, after that, after like experiencing that, it's hard to go into any other kart racer,
Yeah.
especially one that's pretty much supposed to be like a spiritual successor to Crash Team Racing, but just doesn't have the same physics and controls.
This wasn't what I was hoping for.
I did play it though. Like before this came out, I was like, you know what? Let me power through it. Let me see. Let me like play like the levels and try to get used to it, because I knew I would have to eventually get used to the tracks that were going to be included in this game.
Yeah.
And I'll say the game is okay. It's good. It's not a bad game. It's just kind of clunk. It's just a little sluggish and a little clunky.
Was that the one that you can go like up the clock?
Right. And in this version, they actually they made it. They couldn't include like the, I guess, anti-gravity, or like where your like cart is like going up the walls and like loop-de-loops and all that. So they modded like the Crash Nitro Kart levels in this one so that it's more flat, like a flat track.
Yeah.
They try to make it like clever, get creative by making like the flat parts that they were like replacing it with more, you know, interesting and fun. But I think it's more fitting though. I feel like those were more gimmicky. Like, it was fun at the time, but I hated how like when you go like you're going on like a loop-de-loop, or you're going like riding up a wall or whatever, like they would put these like weird like kind of like locks on your wheels that would just like it felt like you're driving a block all of a sudden. It's hard to explain, I guess, but
Yeah.
what do you think the flashback is? I think that's a cool idea. So they're doing these things called flashback levels in Crash 4 where you're gonna where like if you get like a tape, I guess maybe like a VHS tape, if you can find it like in a level without dying, then you get to play this like bonus level where you're playing as Crash before Crash 1.
Okay.
Or Coco before Crash 1, because the mythology of Crash is that Cortex created Crash and Coco as if they were going to be like his minions, but then there was like something went wrong and they just ended up being completely independent from him and being like his nemesis, I guess.
Yeah.
Or whatever. So they're gonna be doing these levels where it's Cortex like training Crash back before Crash like kind of snapped out of his like brainwashed state, I guess, or whatever.
Okay.
Which I think
That's interesting.
It's interesting. I think it's gonna be cool. I think the Crash 4 is gonna be. It looks hard. It actually looks harder than the other games, but funner. But like, it looks like if you want to go for 100% of everything, there's so much to do in the game that and I don't know. It's weird. I do like there is a thing though where you can choose classic mode or modern mode, and classic mode will have lives, like, you know, if like a life system, like where if you run out of lives it'll be game over.
Yeah.
And a modern mode where there is no lives. There's a life like tracker of how many times you've died, but it's not going to like hinder your like gameplay like experience. You can just keep playing, and just like if you die, you'll just go back to the checkpoint.
We know you're not gonna do that.
I'm probably going to do classic mode, yeah. Because I can't recall a time where I've ever game overed, but I like that they give the option to people who just want to just enjoy the game without having to worry about like redoing like a whole set of levels again because they lost all their lives or whatever. Because it is going to be a little difficult for certain people.
I like that level that you showed me that was like black and white and the paint splattered as well.
Right. That's which the developer of this, because the developer that's doing the new Crash 4 is the one who did the Spyro trilogy. But they're being helped by the developer who did Crash Team Racing, which is Beanox. That's their name. They also do Call of Duty Black Ops 4, which we also play. But yeah, they're helping with the game to do these like cool like little I guess fun little like creative like artful modes where you can just like spin and like bring a bunch of color to the world, or like invert the level, mirror mode, and all that stuff. All that jazz. Have you ever seen Climbed Stormy Sims? Well, I was texting and driving and I just went off the cliff there.
Keep messaging him because then I'll get ahead.
I played Stormy Ascent. I don't know what the Climbed Stormy Ascent is. That's like the hard Crash Bandicoot level that they added. That was like on the original game disc. Oh, I came in first! I was like in second by like a hair, and I came in first.
Lucky.
A lot of people don't like Dragon Mines in like the community. Would, if you had to guess why, what would be your guess? It's like pretty much like universally like a very like the most disliked map of like the original games.
Is it because of the shortcut or?
I think that whole section pretty much has to do with it, but basically it's the spiral.
Yeah.
That wooden
I don't like
spiral.
that.
Because basically, like, even if people who know how to, yeah, people who know how to like drift and boost, like, you really need to like if you, for people who get that mastered down, and then you play Dragon Mines on that spiral, you still can't even turn on it.
No.
Now I know you don't like this level compared to the original.
No, because whenever we get to like the half pipe section at the end, I used to fly through that.
Right. Like you almost like ride on the sailing if you want to.
Yeah,
That's
I think
how...
you always questioned how I would like just jump through that, but then here I always get caught up on one of the spikes or something. I don't even know.
Right, yeah, it was weird. It would just like stop you dead in your tracks if you like hit the pipe in a certain way.
I tried doing it and I'll see what happens.
I think they did patch this level since then, so maybe they fixed it. But I still think the PS1 is more in the spirit of like what Tony Hawk, because at the time Crash Team Racing and Tony Hawk came out at the same time. I feel like maybe like the developers were like kind of friendly with each other, maybe visited their studios or something because they made, I feel like Super Speedway was supposed to be kind of like a half-pipe course, like as if you're skateboarding almost, like in a celebratory way, I guess, of like the games that were about to become. Whoa! I actually took the shortcut the long way because I figured it's gonna be you know, just to cut you some slack.
Oh, okay. See, like, yeah, like right there, I always end up putting stuff on the ceiling here.
Right. And I think the shortcut is definitely still tougher than how you would play in the original. The original is, I think, is a lot more easier to get that shortcut.
I'm doing horrible on this one.
I might have to save her.
Yeah, start now.
Alright. I'm gonna have to stay here. I'm gonna stay here because I obviously need something that's gonna give me something good. Put a bunch of... I got a missile. Okay, I'm in 5th. I didn't even know you passed. Did you make the shortcut?
Yeah. Do you need me to save you?
No, I'm good. I got a missile.
See, let's say right here is where I would fly. I would jump up there. Yeah, see, it's not the same.
Right. Yeah, yeah, it's not the same. I just try to do it too. You're in first? Oh no, no!
Oh no, you're really slacking.
Oh no! This is what I get for Karen. It's okay, I got one more. I'm still in first, I think. That's okay. I think I saved you though from third, maybe. If you did, maybe, I don't know. Alright, so I don't think we have enough time for another cup, but we'll do... What level do you want to do? Polar Pass?
Yeah.
Did we do Polar Pass yet?
No.
Okay, we definitely have to do Polar Pass. Yeah, even Turbo Track is better. You're not a fan of Turbo Track, right?
No. Anything with the
I
hard
do-
turns.
Right. I do like it better in this one, at least, because Turbo Track and Slide Coliseum were just, like, so samey back then, and they were so generic, but now they kind of have a little bit more life to them.
Ugh, cricket.
They put exhaust pipes in his head, so that because he's like a hot-headed guy.
Huh.
How many laps should we do for Polar Pass?
Should we do 7 and then wait a lap?
Wait a lap at 7? We might be able to beat them at that, but let's see what happens. Let's make it an experiment. I still think we'll be able to beat them.
It's up to you. You can do 5 if you want.
Let's do 5 and we'll wait a lap. Want to see?
Okay.
Okay. Difficulty medium? Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And you know what? I'm gonna be... a little bit of winter crash here.
Reindeer
Crisp
crash?
reindeer crash. Yeah. What I don't like about what I never even tested if they changed it or not, but when the very last jump of Polar Pass, there's kind of like a guardrail on the, like before the finish line that you can actually land. Like in the PS1 version, you can land on it.
Yeah.
I think in this version though, they make it like an out of bounds, and like Aku Aku will pick you up and say like, "Hey, where the hell are you going?" Like, which I think it's disappointing because I liked riding. I always liked playing a bit of a game with myself just to land on that and taunt my competition, I guess.
You always used to put like TNTs up there.
Yeah, I did do that. Yeah. Because it made no sense. Like, nobody was going to go up there anyway, but I just wanted to decorate the place.
So we're not going.
Okay, not going. The last racer has to pass us before we start.
Wrong way.
And circle is beep.
Beep.
And just so you know, and when we do this, there's no helping.
Oh yeah, I'm not helping you.
Right.
Wrong way.
So how many do we have to have pass us? 6 people?
Wrong way.
6 people have to pass us. Yeah, we're giving them a lap head start. All racers. We're playing 5 laps though, so maybe that's enough. Maybe that'll make it fair for us versus them.
Wrong way.
Now I understand why you did a Christmas crash for this one.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, you cheater!
The 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that all of them?
No. Yeah.
Wrong way.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
I got pushed.
I got pushed too. Alright, I'm off to a good start. I got my mask.
Almost fell.
Pro CTR players be like 3-lap head start. Yeah, I know.
I'm sitting here nervous
This
that
is more of an experiment anyway. So, like, if we can push it to the limit, like in like later episodes or something, if that ever happens, then we'll definitely reconfigure our rules. I'm still in 7. Just so you know, the last turbo pad is a blue car.
I hate that. I don't know how to do it.
One day we're gonna have to sit you down. We're gonna have to put you through CTR school training. Yeah, we'll Zoom. Still haven't seen it.
Haven't gotten orb or pop yet.
Right. I got an orb. And I got 10 1+. Now I got a club. And I used it when you were, Alright. I don't know. If we waited 3 laps, I don't think we would have won.
No, definitely. I don't even know if we're gonna make it. Well, no, we'll make it now. We're gonna come to something. Have you passed anyone yet? No.
Nope. I don't even see anybody. Oh, I think
Oh, no,
around
no.
the bend on the, if you look at the middle, legend. Oh, I got 2 orbs on.
Shit.
I got another orb for them.
Yeah, I got one after the other. I wasn't sure if the other one disappeared or...
No, yeah, they both come. That would never happen in CTR, the original CTR.
Yeah.
Usually, if you can hold onto an orb in the original CTR, and then no other players on the track will get it.
One of them just did a lap around me, so...
I'm in 6 right now.
The lap around 4.
4.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh. I feel like once I make the jump, maybe. Nope.
Third.
Alright, there's my first down.
Okay. I'm in 1st near the.
The second I passed and they put a freaking missile on me.
Oh, did they? So now you're stuck in the like what I call the wave. Like you're in the waves that are crashing, and you just need to pull ahead of that.
You know what I... Oh no, those are buildings.
What were you gonna say?
One of the buildings is like a phase. Kind of look like...
I think it's like a tiki head type.
It kind of looks like what is going to be like chasing him in the new game.
I actually wondered that. I wonder how much like foreshadowing was put like in the background, like detailed, kind of like hinting at the new game.
Yeah.
I feel like we'll know that more. So I made it in 1st, just so you know.
Ooh, almost didn't make that jump.
You're making a good comeback. See, that's the thing. Once you get into like the 3rd and 4th, you're not getting all those crazy buttons. Meow is right. Oh, she's coming in 2nd. Wow. So that's pretty much an arguably doable challenge. I'd say it was challenging enough, but it wasn't like a blowout.
Yeah, I beat him by 2 seconds.
Well, I have one more question for you.
Go ahead.
How does it feel to be my first guest on Kev Plays? Does it...
Well, you already said you had your highest view count, so I think I brought something to the table.
Right, yeah. I had fun. And maybe we can do this more in the future. Maybe other games like the Call of Duty or something. Down the road, obviously, but in the meantime, thank you for joining me. Thank you everybody out there, Pelpa Entertainment, Crash Cortex Spyro, that guy with the really crazy name that was really long, and there was someone else, I'm forgetting your name. Thank you for joining us. We'll see what I do in the future, but in the meantime, everyone, stay safe, be healthy, and keep a clear head. And I'll catch you guys next time.
See ya.